the name.
Nigga.
I'm mad how you had it.
Watch it get down.
No one nigga. Detroit nigga.
Attention. The godfather of instrumental.
Welcome to another edition of I Often Wonder. I am your girl, Alexis, aka the Black Baba Walters.
What's up, Wild Card Mar Howard?
What's up, that nigga Jamel?
Nigga.
Watch it get down.
As y'all see, we are already on 10. We are already on 10. This is what happens when there is a national epidemic of a virus out. So, and doing nothing, bored.
Wait. Y'all niggas ain't got that wrong to y'all.
We'll find it.
We at work. You're the only one that's still in there.
I smoke too much weed to get it.
You ain't supposed to be saying that.
I ain't supposed to say that.
We're live from California.
So as y'all can tell, we're gonna
For medicinal purposes. Cataracts is fucked up.
I can't see all this.
This is why I wear glasses. You see that? So as you guys can already tell, on this episode we're gonna be talking about this dumb coronavirus. And the effects of it, and just, our views on it. What was that?
I had to make sure I stretch, you know what I'm saying? Get ready for this thing.
Oh, you were about to praise the Lord for the coronavirus.
Praise him! I got 2 weeks off.
Coming in 100. Coming in 100.
Oh, when the spirit hits y'all, I'm gonna love it. When it hits y'all, I'm gonna love it. So
Well, you need that similar.
how long has this been out now? What?
Corona?
Yeah,
It's actually been around for a while.
Well, no, I mean, we know the virus has been around for a while, but when did it hit North Carolina? Because I don't have my dates.
Probably like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, so let's say about 2-3 weeks ago. That sounds
We're in
about right.
California. Go ahead.
In California, I don't know what y'all got, but we've heard the news of North Carolina.
In California, I know.
So it hit and it has trickled down to now where we are at the point where it looks like the nation is completely shutting down. Mm-hmm. We have schools who have completely closed. Oh. Hospitals are up. Restaurants, as of today, in North Carolina, as of 5 o'clock, the governor has issued that restaurants are no longer allowed to do dine-in. They're only allowed to do takeout and delivery.
Grocery stores closing at 8.
Grocery stores are bare.
Yeah.
So
it's crazy.
All of us work in food services. Jamel and myself.
I wash my hands, man.
I wash my hands too. I'm trying not to touch my hands. It's
I ain't never washed my it's crazy how this shit is really going down. It's like I'm over here wondering, you running out of sanitizer, Lysol and all that stuff. People want to get all their hand soap in the world. I'm like, why don't y'all buying that to begin with?
But let me say this.
But I'm just saying, because motherfuckers don't walk around with dirty ass hands the whole time.
Let me say this though, for everybody that's out there that's trying to make hand sanitizer, you're dumb. I'm gonna say it that way because you have to make it in a sterile environment. So if you make it at home in your kitchen, that's not sterile. If you just doing it at
technically liquor sterile, you just post a vodka.
Liquor is yes, but they're my homegirl.
Washing my hands in that aristocrat cuz.
My homegirl posted a snap earlier.
I knew this Hennessy was coming in.
No. Do not waste Hennessy. My homegirl posted a Snapchat earlier, and she went to the liquor store because we all food services, we at home, and she said there were a lot of, and this is not racist, but there's a lot of older white women who are in the liquor store buying up all the vodka because they are trying to make hand sanitizer.
People are searching online for DIY hand sanitizer solutions. The question is, do they work or not? I am with pharmaceutical scientist Dr. Al Edwards. Thank you for joining me today.
Thank you.
Now, we're going to be making some of these DIY solutions. Do you think that they're going to work?
So I can see the idea, I can see the need for this, but I would probably like to say that pharmaceutical scientists and manufacturers of hand gels use very specific procedures to make them and to make sure that they're safe. And so I'm not entirely convinced that we're going to be that successful.
Okay, well, we'll give it a go. See how we get on. So solution number one is a cocktail of vodka and aloe vera gel. So it's 2 parts of this.
So the principle behind this is great. We've got the antiviral alcohol, and then we've got something to make your hands perhaps a little bit less damaged by the alcohol, which is the aloe vera.
Okay.
But let's see what happens when we mix them together.
All right. So the question is, firstly, is this going to actually clean your hands sufficiently?
One of the most important things about a hand sanitizer is the ethanol, which is what kills the bugs. And this one starts off, this vodka, as quite common, is 37.5%. You can get 40% alcohol in vodka. But the critical number is for hand sanitizers is that they typically have 60% ethanol. And in fact, it's very hard to find any spirits in the UK which have that much alcohol to start with. Then you're adding another liquid, so you're actually diluting that further. So just in terms of the raw amount of alcohol in there, it's not going to be good enough. It's not going to do you any harm, but again, probably you're better off spending 20 seconds washing your hands thoroughly with normal hand soap.
Fine.
As recommended by the health authorities.
So our next recipe is a concoction of surgical spirit and, again, aloe vera gel. Let's see how we get on. So this has a safety catch on the top of it, which I'm assuming is because children can't go near it. It's for external use only. So do not drink this. But what you can do is pop a bit in here. Is this safe, and is this even going to help me to stop getting coronavirus?
So let's start with, if you could find any kind of positive, the one bonus of this product over the vodka is that because it has 95% ethanol, you are now in the sort of ballpark area where you're going to have very strong antimicrobial activity. But that's as close as it gets to a good thing, because this is a preparation for hardening up your skin. It's not intended as an antimicrobial, and what you can see immediately, which is really interesting, is that it's gone all funny when you mix it up with that aloe vera.
Right.
So you're no longer going to get the benefit of the aloe vera, and it's certainly not going to spread nicely around your hands like a hand gel would, and it's not going to keep the alcohol on your hands for the recommended length of time, which is the purpose of that gel.
Okay.
So it doesn't look great.
Is it even safe to put on your hands?
Having mixed it with the aloe vera, I mean, it's gone cloudy. Let's be safe rather than sorry. I don't think it's a good idea to even try it.
Not a good idea. Okay. Another failed experiment. For our third and final concoction, we are going for a non-alcoholic solution. So let's see how we get on with this one. So once again, aloe vera gel. We need 1 cup of this, 1 teaspoon of this, which is the distilled witch hazel. And then we need to have 5 drops of this, which is the tea tree oil. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Give it a little stir. You don't look hopeful.
If you have the right amount of alcohol, you can definitely kill things like viruses. If you have a drink, you will know how much alcohol is in there, because when you sell something like vodka, you have to have some evidence that you have that right amount of alcohol. And if you use the surgical spirit, it's got a lot of alcohol in it, and it's a medical product. So we're moving away from that. We don't have much information about the antimicrobial properties of these components. And once you combine these things together, you really don't know what's happened. So I wouldn't recommend you put it on your hands. There's another thing, which is that, you know, this product here says that it's a cooling solution for relief of discomfort. So you could put this on your skin, I believe. So it has some advice, but again, you're not following that advice by mixing it with other things.
One thing I would say is it definitely smells the nicest of all the ones we've done so far.
So that's great if you want something nice smelling, but if you want to protect yourself against a potentially very hazardous infection, it's not a great idea.
Okay, so once again, it's a clean sweep.
Wow.
So yeah. So I feel like, so I guess I'll give my views first, because I feel like, one, we are in an election year.
Mm-hmm.
And if you look at history for every election year, there's some kind of epidemic or disease, that comes out. Now, we all know Trump is up for re-election. You know, we all want him out. But think of
the Great Pumpkin from Charlie Brown.
The Charlie Brown pumpkin. He's Mr. Womp Womp Womp, like the teacher. Every time he talks in my head, that's all I hear. Womp 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 Womp. That's all I hear when it comes out of his mouth. So, you know. But think about this though. Let me see what y'all views are. I haven't even shared this with the guys I wanted their live reaction and their thoughts on, you know, about the situation. But Trump is up for re-election. Everything is closing down. Mm-hmm. Everything right now, as far as the United States, has to go through Trump when it comes to nationwide stuff. So he's up for re-election. Now we're in this place where people like myself, their job isn't paying. They're offering some kind of program, but they're not paying us while we're out for these couple weeks.
Right.
So now he made a statement, or he posted, not made a statement, but he made a memo was sent out, I guess you'd call it a memo, was sent out earlier that he wanted to send directly to U.S. citizens a relief check. Now, do you think that that's going to be something that's going to help his campaign? Because now you've got a whole lot of people are like, oh, I didn't like Trump, but yo, right now he's in my pocket. He's helping me, you know, trying to survive, because that's where we're at right now.
Of course, that's an easy ploy.
Right.
But I'm still waiting on reparations. I ain't.
That one.
ADOS.
That one.
Shit, I think 40 acres in a mule is expired now. I think we deserve more than that.
The Tesla.
I can do a lot with 40 acres
in a Tesla. Yeah.
You saw that new Tesla?
In the mule.
No, you got a Tesla.
Oh, that's ugly. Whoever, this is off subject, whoever came up with that Tesla and the view of the new one is ugly. I don't like it.
Yeah,
I like
yeah, but Tesla is like the sign of money now. But
it is.
But
Just like,
you know,
back to the corona. What are y'all?
I don't want to talk about that. 'Cause I ain't got no money. So,
what are y'all views on? What are y'all thoughts?
Well, I believe that, especially the younger generation, they're more politically savvy, and I don't think that will work as a ploy. Mm-hmm. I think, you know, people will get their check. You know what I'm saying? And take their money, but I don't think it'll work as far as a ploy to get votes. You know, you looking at, and I think if you look at it from where the political thing started to shift. You know, a lot of you got a lot of these millennials coming into voting. Mm-hmm. A lot of ones that's younger than, I guess, what's the millennials? What's the youngest age of millennials? What's the youngest?
Gen X?
No, I'm saying, what's the age? I know 34 is the end. What's the beginning?
Well, no, don't put me in there. I'm about to be 33. I ain't far. I ain't gonna. No.
Oh, what is it, 32?
No, you gotta be at least 20 though.
Or whatever. The younger people that
29.
20, just say that. Let's say whatever.
I saw 9/11.
I was in school when it happened. I never keep track of the age range. However, I think that these younger people that's coming up are more political savvy. They know what's going on. They actually know what the politics are, what the policies are.
To that, they're also tech reliant, that you can put anything on the web and they will run with that.
Well, yeah,
so
I think
there's a different person to that generation.
Yeah, I think so too. I think there's two different things when I say that. But I think when we talking about politics, those who are following politics, mm-hmm. they really are up on their politics. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because first of all, they more, there's more information they have access to.
True.
So, you know, I mean, I'm a YouTube for junkie. I'm always on YouTube searching.
He was playing YouTube while we were setting up.
See what I'm saying? I'm always on YouTube looking at different stuff.
YouTube movies is what the channel was called.
And so, you know, I didn't grow up with YouTube. So imagine someone that grew up with the internet, with computers, all that access to information constantly. So they getting bombarded with a lot of different information. And I think, like, you look at what's her name? Akasa, the young lady from the Bronx. Oh, I know her name. I hear all the time. Oh God, why can't I think of her name? Anyway, the young lady from the Bronx, and I think about it too, it's gonna come to me later. Anyway, her policies, you look at Bernie and stuff like that, the things they're trying to do. They're trying to kick in the door of the establishment, the establishment candidates. And I think with a lot of these establishment candidates that's out there trying to, all these old tactics and stuff, I don't think it's gonna work. If it does work this year, next year definitely ain't gonna work. Or the next 4 years, it definitely ain't gonna work. I think it's gonna be a total shift.
But you say old tactics, but you got old motherfuckers running for president.
Right, I'm saying, but now I think that shift is coming. I think it's gonna be a shift. And you look at it now, how even like the news, I watch the CNN, the ones that's supposed to be more liberal news, they were against Bernie. There's more backing Biden, more than backing Bernie.
But has Bernie, kind of bringing it back to topic, has Bernie said anything on the coronavirus? Has his cabinet and his campaign trail said anything on this? Has any of the candidates campaign trail?
I can't recall it. I don't know for sure.
That's
something I have to look into, but I haven't really been.
I think that's part of my concern.
I'm detached from this corona thing, really.
Right?
Because by working in the food service industry, and you so much concerned about, okay, we're gonna do about this, we're gonna do about that, we're gonna do about this. And like the last day we had worked, we had to serve everybody a salad bar, and we figured out.
So y'all just did it just that Monday?
Yeah, we just did it Monday, and so you figure. And we think about what we're gonna do about. We had to do everything breakfast and grab and go, stuff like that. So I was so barbaric with that. I'm tired of hearing about it.
Right.
But far as the political thing, if that's his ploy, I don't think it's gonna work.
But I wouldn't put it past him to use his ploy, especially because he's needing a lot of the African American votes.
He's needing all the African American votes.
Well, yeah, but I wouldn't put it past him. Like, look, see what I've done for you. You guys were out of work.
But see, that's what I don't want to hear is to see what I've done.
But he will.
He will. That's what he has done. He'll say, "I see what I've done," and then he'll go to you porch monkeys type of tread on Twitter. So yeah, I wanted y'all's opinion on that one, but
I'm just saying, look how he got in the office. He was pulling at strings that people were afraid to pull at.
Yeah.
And he really got into the psyche of a lot of people that voted for him because he pretty much told them what they wanted to hear.
Right.
And he got his way in the office. What makes you think that shit ain't changing?
Who told you this? So
that tiger ain't changing his stripes no time soon.
Yeah. Now, normally we don't give you guys any kind of facts or anything, but with this,
Andrea Costa-Cortez. Her name is Andrea Costa-Cortez.
I'm glad you went and searched it. Yeah, we try to give y'all, when we tell y'all, we've been kind of slack because when we tell y'all we're going to post something, we usually forget to go back and find the video. So we decided to make sure that we have our equipment. Yeah, we're going to have our equipment with us. So we just tell y'all right now, right in there. But we normally don't give you guys any kind of numbers or anything, but we kind of want to give you an overview. So as of right now, this is from Google, updated March 17th at 4:36 p.m. North Carolina has a total of 40 confirmed cases, none fatal, and none recovered. U.S. has a total of 5,711 cases, 94 fatal, 17 recovered. And globally, we have 197,135, 7,949 fatal, and over 81,000 recovered. So this is, we joke around about it, but this is serious. Mm-hmm. So please take the necessary precautions. I did want to get you guys' opinion as far as this, because this is going to be a short one. We kind of just wanted to get everybody's opinion on stuff. What are y'all's thoughts on all these schools closing down because of this?
Well, see, I think I had a conversation with somebody yesterday. I want to say yesterday or Friday, I can't remember, but he was saying how, I think it's just a big hoax and this and that. I said, well, you got to think about it. People that are in positions that have businesses, they have to go overboard because everybody wants to sue. All it takes is one person to get sick. They're saying, why you didn't shut down? Well, why didn't you do that? So now you have to go overboard. You have to shut down, not for all the safety of excuse me, for the safety of the people that's freaking your establishment, but for the safety of your employees too.
Yeah.
Because you got, especially like going back to what we do with us being in the food service,
You're in contact.
with a lot of people.
Think about it. Just our campus alone has over 6,000 people, and that's not including anybody that's there internationally.
Mm-hmm.
And our company stopped international visitors when this hit, but you got people that I hate to say it, just nasty. As food service workers, we get to see in reality how nasty some of y'all really are.
Right.
I have witnessed in many different occasions I've been in food services 20 plus years.
Yeah, I think we all have.
Yeah. So at least 20 plus years, I've seen people pick their nose and then go grab some tongs. I've seen a lady, and food services, we have, what we call sneeze guards. So to cover and protect the food, I've seen a lady stick her hand underneath there, her whole hair touch, everything that was there.
They want to scare you from eating though.
Right. So, we've seen it all. So
y'all play it. Hell yeah. That's the sign of that shit.
Because it's something different, I've watched, I think worldwide, you've watched somebody go in the bathroom and not wash their hands. Like, we get certain training over everything that has to happen when y'all don't do that. So
I'll call motherfuckers out. I ain't got time for that shit.
Yeah, that's see somebody do that. I was like, bro,
that's exactly what it was. That's nasty.
You go just pass this. You know what I'm saying?
Or they'll say,
water don't work.
Or they'll say, I'm gonna go use hand sanitizer. Let me explain something. Hand sanitizer kills germs. It does not negate the fact that you still need to wash your hands. You're nasty. Just that's what we're gonna title this. You are nasty.
It's a difference between clean and sanitary.
Right. So
clean is the removal of visible dirt. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's sanitary because they're using sanitizer. Fuck out of here. Y'all motherfuckers who ain't watching y'all.
But you see, that's the main thing they're advising everybody to do is wash your hands. Something that we should be doing naturally.
So if the thing is for us to wash your hands, why is not a run on soap?
Right. That's what I don't see why people are getting.
I saw soap everywhere.
Y'all are buying really like the first
just detergent. I said plenty of that.
No sanitizer.
No sanitizer.
No toilet paper.
To circumvent the whole process.
Hey, to everybody, I need to understand what the hell is a toilet paper outage because I couldn't barely got none. I had to jack some shit from work because I was running low. Allegedly.
They're gonna make TP ports.
TP ports? No.
They said the corona can't get that.
They need to leave that shit alone because I eat a lot of tacos. I get the BGs, so I need that toilet paper. Goddamn it.
But we get ready to wrap it up. But I think in closing though, we want to just make sure that everybody out there follow the precautions. Wash your hands. Sing the birthday song. That's the one they always say.
Sing the Stevie Wonder version.
Yes.
You'll be watching for a little bit longer. And if you go into the revamp, you'll be watching even longer.
So make sure you wash your hands 6 feet the distance.
Why are y'all so close to me then?
We love you, girl.
If I got something wrong. Ooh, I'm about to hit you.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. When I'm out in public and a motherfucker sneeze or cough,
hey, man, what you doing? But you be safe.
I'm gonna put some sanitizer in my bullets and shoot them at people.
Everybody, just be safe out there, And please don't forget to like the page, share the page, and comment. If you comment and like our page, that helps us in the long run. That's part of YouTube's algorithm. So we need likes and comments.
Not only that, we attempted to do a raffle earlier,
right?
Due to some technical difficulties. We'll be redoing that soon. So if you like and share it now, you get in the habit of it. Your chances are so much better.
And if we survive Corona, I might throw some extra in the pot.
Again, like I say on every episode, any female, I have a seat for you to replace the wild card. I'm putting him over here next to Janelle. So, but we are signing off. We just wanted to give you our take on this. Please be safe. Use wisdom. And as for the Off the Wonder family, we ain't got the corona, so we gonna chill and hit y'all with a lot of stuff coming up while we don't have no work. So
And support Master P. I said I was gonna shout him out.
did I miss something?
No, that's my new.
Oh
new
yeah,
thing.
that's his new thing.
My new thing is I won't support Master P. I saw the stuff he's doing. You know, he's a black-owned business. I think we should support him.
And definitely shout out to all the
Make the say,
It's your rap snatch.
Also, before we sign off, to all the business owners out there, us as I often wonder as business owners with this and as long as with personal businesses and catering companies that we have, we definitely understand what you guys are going through and are praying and are standing with you guys as we are hitting a very difficult time in the economy and for our business. So keep your heads up, let us know, comment. We are, if you want to be sponsors towards the I Often Wonder family, let us know. Send us an email, send us a comment.
Right.
One of us will, reach out to you. And other than that, I'm your girl, Black Barbara Walters.
I'll let y'all wild card. And if they don't give us the support, we gonna take it.
How you gonna take it if you can't see?
Hey, I thought I'd come back on and mention a few extra things about the coronavirus. I do a lot of delivery services as my part-time or side hustle. And I noticed that people are adapting to this new normal. I saw one lady and I was delivering something to her. She came out with one of those little grabbers and I had to check her license because she bought alcohol. And she handed me her license with the grabber. And then she also gave me an extra tip, and she handed me the money with the grabber also. Then she's like, well, just leave the box at the end of the steps, and I'll get it. And then I went to another house, and another lady was buying alcohol, and she asked me just to leave her stuff right there at on the porch, and she had a license up against the glass door. She turned around, scanned it through the door, and she said, you can sign it. And I signed it on my phone for her. And so I noticed a lot of people are adjusting to this coronavirus. They haven't slowed down, but it's a new normal. I was watching people as I was doing deliveries and watching different people as they're doing different things. And I know the stores are getting less and less crowded. Also had a few people just to have your delivery just right at the doorstep with no contact. I've been noticing a lot of people, if they do come to the door, they'll have you leave it at the end of their driveway or at the end of their steps. And I had one lady, she had her child out there, and she's like, no, stay away. We don't want you to catch anything, and we don't want to give him anything. And I had to check her license also. And she said, I literally just washed my hands. And so I've been walking around with these purple gloves on, just kind of making sure that I am protecting myself. I change them constantly washing my hand, constantly changing gloves. And so it's just like, I hate to use the word surreal, I think it's been used so much, but it's been an adjustment period, and it's been adjusting to the new normal. These next couple of months, it's going to be interesting how the service industry progress. It's going to be interesting how the delivery service is going to progress. A lot of face-to-face customer contact, how that's going to progress. I think that this coronavirus, if we look at it, we should use it as a wake-up period. Waking up to our sanitation habits, just waking up to the things that we do day to day and how we come in contact with germs. I was listening to Corey Holcomb, and he was talking about starting I don't want to say a new platform, but adding something to his 5150 show, where he's bringing on sort of like a talent show, variety show for those who are in the entertainment business, because a lot of their shows are getting canceled. And I think, and it kind of sparked in my head that this is an opportunity for a lot of us to take a reflection, think back, and see how we can actually, as the change come, we adjust to that change and maybe create some different platforms, different ideas, different avenues, you know, especially in the Black community. You know, this can be an opportunity for us to come together as one and, you know, and create something like, create a different platform that we all can come together and work together and do something. You know, I know there's a lot of content creators out there. Maybe we can come together and collaborate, you know, and build something. We don't have to physically be in the same room since coronavirus, but, you know, just allow this, we can allow this new normal, or this new, or we can allow this new normal or this coronavirus epidemic to shift us into a different direction. So I just wanted to add this little piece on to the video. I was kind of thinking about it as I was going out and doing my different little side hustles and just taking some observations. So once again, please subscribe to our channel. Hit the like button down below. Leave a comment. You know, do you disagree? Do you agree? Or maybe you have some suggestions that we can collaborate on. You know, I love to do different things. I love to meet new people. So just leave a comment and, you know, maybe we can discuss something. And once again, support Percy Miller. All right. Y'all have a great day.